Paul. Well, my friend Paul, I knew he was in my neighborhood, and Paul was in my seminary class at Weber High School, and one time he was acting up. I was a senior, I think, and he was a junior, or I was a junior and he was a sophomore. I can't remember exactly. He was younger than me, and I was in his class. No, I think I was a junior and he was a, I can't remember. It doesn't matter. But Paul was acting up in seminary one day and goofing around and messing around. I says, hey, knock it off. I told him to knock it off because the teacher was having a hard time controlling him. And I told him to knock it off. And he stopped messing around. Anyway, because I was bigger than him, stronger than him, I suppose. But I came across as telling him to knock it off, and he did. Well, Paul and I eventually became roofing partners for 4 to 6 months, maybe at the most. Probably 3 or 4 months at the most. We had a good time. We worked together well. He was a good man. He passed away in an accident, and I talked with his son the other day, who looks almost exactly like Paul. It was so cool talking with him. Anyway, I remember one time he was really picky. I always wanted to have his truck cleaned and everything nice and neat. He was driving down the road one day and he was dusting his dash off. We didn't have cell phones back then. He was dusting his truck off, the dash of his truck off, and he was driving at the same time, and it almost went off the road and almost crashed his truck. Well, anyway, we used to walk together. We'd talk together. We would laugh about things. He was really good. He was a very good friend of mine, and I tried to be a good friend to him. But it was great seeing his son the other day. We did several roofs together, and Paul's brother was my dentist. Good family. My dad grew up with his dad in the same neighborhood in Ogden. Great family.